Yo, Bling Nation, what is up? It is your man on the mic, Big Daddy Bling, and we've got a very special interview today, a huge interview with former Cubs manager Andrew Graham, who was, of course, sacked after just 17 games. 17 games, man, this regular season. So, Bud, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, cheers, mate. It'll be nice to set the old record straight on this one.
Yeah, man, no doubt, man, no doubt. Now, you left the Cubs as the worst team in baseball, and they now have the third best record.
Yeah, mate, well, those are the basic numbers, sure, but a lot of what we put in place behind the scenes, mate, that's now showing the benefit, and this bloke is getting the credit for what should be mine.
Yo, man, that has got to be frustrating. So, can you tell us, what sort of things, man, did you put in place?
Yeah, mate, I mean, look, we had lured all the baseball into thinking we were crap, we had them right where we wanted them, and then I went and bloody got sacked, didn't I?
Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. It is Season 6, Episode 4 today. We will be hosting the NL Central leading St. Louis Cardinals. We are just behind them, 1.5 games behind them. And a reminder, if we needed it, just how poor, I should say, Andrew Graham was and how good Byron Nichols is doing. We are 32-16 under him. 666 is our win percentage, which is maybe a bit ominous. But anyway, it's going very well. And if we just go back to the home screen here, we can see that, 1.5 games back, second in the division, third overall in the National League. I think it's overall in all of baseball, actually. And it's still going quite well, obviously. Now, one injury concern is Caleb Killen, who was in our bullpen. He is out with shoulder inflammation for 4 weeks. We're still waiting for Sadani Rafaela to come back from his broken finger. That has been a long ongoing process at this point. Hopefully we'll get him back soon, though we're not overly missing him, obviously, given the way that the games are going. Now, let's go and have a look at on-field performances here. Now, we did, of course, leave off with this stunning 9-1 win against Arizona. We then went to St. Louis, and we struggled in the sense that we only won 1 of 4. The games were very close, though, so away from home, you can maybe justify that a little bit. But we bounced back fairly well. We won 2 of 3 in Cleveland, although there were 2 very close games in there. Minnesota, we went, so they came to us for a 2-game series, which we split. Comfortable win, and then an extra inning loss. We click over to June. And we went to Milwaukee. We won 2 of 3 there, 2 comfortable wins. Then we lost a squeaker. We went to Houston. Again, we won 2 of 3. And then, crucially, the home series, a 3-game series against St. Louis. We have won the first 2 games of the series. Again, very close games. But if we look at Game 1 here, Game 1 featured a walk-off home run in the 9th by Edouard Julien. So very nicely done indeed. Got the 5 runs very late in this, or 4 of the 5 runs anyway, very late. Our batting in this one, we can see there, Ponce de Leon was having a good game in this one. And he actually hit a home run as well. But Edouard Julien pinch hitting as well was the hero in the bottom of the 9th. The pitching for this one, since that will be interest to some people, Espino did okay. He's getting a little bit better, but still not quite what you would hope for when you're trading a potential 5-star player like Colby Backus was. But yeah, the bullpen came in, did the job, and the bats got the job done late for us there as well. So they have a look a little bit closer here at the standings. As I say, 1.5 games back of the Cardinals. We can essentially draw level with them today if we get the win. And it's very good. We are, as I say, the third best team in our league, joint with the Diamondbacks. A couple of teams in the American League have a slightly better record than us. Actually only one. No, 2 there, isn't it? The Guardians and the Royals. And if we have a look at some of the league leaders, unfortunately, we don't really have anybody there. But that just goes to show that we're putting in some good team performances, so that's never a bad thing. But yeah, it's always nice to have 1 or 2 star performers, isn't it? But as of right now, we don't have them. Let's have a look at some of the pitching numbers here. Now, the one change that was made, Killen has gone out with injury. Bednar has come back in, and Bednar hasn't pitched much this year. Obviously, he was injured himself. But yeah, he is putting up some good numbers so far. The disappointments or the concerns, perhaps, Ethan Roberts has had a couple of bad games. We know he's better than that typically, but he does need to start to improve a little bit. His numbers across the board are a little off. And the other one, Espino, does need to do a little bit better, doesn't he? Now, these aren't all starts or games with us, but still, we gave up a 5-star potential player for him. We do kind of need him to be a little bit better than that. But yeah, I mean, he was the best player that was available when we were looking to trade, when I was looking to trade. So I don't regret trading for him in that sense. There wasn't really anybody else that was better. But that's because Colby Backus had shown absolutely nothing to that point of his career. Now, let's go and have a look at the hitters. And I can tell you there are no changes to the hitting as of this game. Yeah, I mean, Edouard Julien has been disappointing. He is coming around a little bit. His numbers for the season still look terrible, but that just goes to show how bad he was. The fact that there's a little bit of an improvement there. Namala has done quite well recently, so he's in a hot streak. The concern, perhaps, we know that Vlad hasn't had a great season, but McQuaid is in a bit of a slump now as well. If we can win with those guys not being at the top of their game, that is a good thing, obviously. You know, if you can win without your best players playing well, that shows that you've got a little bit of depth there. But ideally, we'd like both of them to be firing. But it's only, when is it? It's the 11th of June. They've got to be there. You know, we need them in October, not necessarily now. And Ponce de Leon, I think we're going to see him today. I can't remember exactly the lineups. But yeah, he's been doing quite well for us as well. And we know as well, he is a defensive gem. So if he can bat and be a defensive gem, then that is very, very nice indeed. Now, one thing I did just want to quickly ask if anybody knows, is there a way to get the total money available to sort of move it around between extensions and money available? I know in Football Manager you can sort of move wages and transfer budgets and that around. Now, baseball's obviously different. There is no transfer budget necessarily. But is there a way to manipulate that? Because ideally, I think we'd like to have more in extensions and money. I'd like to keep what we have. And if we trade to get rid of people, then we'll have extra money there available to us. But ideally, I'd like to keep. We've got a lot of guys that are coming off of minimum wage, and I'd like to be able to keep them. But yeah, not coming off as in going into arbitration, but as in becoming free agents, and they're on sort of minimal wage, I should say, maybe the minimum wage. But anyway, that's just a question if anybody knows. Also, my plan of putting up ticket prices to make some money is backfiring. It might be a little bit behind my head here, but yeah, you can see that everything is down. So we might need to put ticket prices. We can't change it mid-season, can we? I don't think. Can we go down to like back to 30? I don't think it lets you change it mid-season. Let's just click off and click back on. Oh, maybe we can. Oh, you never used to be able to do that. All right, well, let's hope. Let's hope that some cheaper tickets will get the crowds back in. All right, let's go and check these lineups for our game against St. Louis.
On your feet, Chicago's, we look to go back to the top of the NL Central. At first base, it's Vlad Jr. At second base, it's Arjun Namala. At third base, it's Alex Bregman. The shortstop is Kevin May. In left field, it's Ernesto Ponce de Leon. In center field, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. In right field, it's Brennan Davis. Your designated hitter is William McQuaid. Behind the plate, it's Moises Ballesteros. And tonight's starting pitcher is Sandy Alcantara.
So the matchups are fairly even, you would say, wouldn't you? So leading us off, it'll be Petey Crow in centre field. Bregman bats second at third. Vlad bats third at first. Now, McQuaid, if he's in a slump, a very good pitcher for him to try and get out of that. He is 8 for 10 with 2 home runs. I'm assuming that's career against their starting pitcher. So let's hope that sort of form continues because he's the only one really. Brennan Davis bats 5 in right field. De Leon is batting 6 in left field. Ballesteros, the catcher, bats 7. Namala and Maid are 8 and 9, the middle infielders. And it is Alcantara on the mound for us. A 3-3 record so far this season. ERA of 4.66, a whip of 153. So those are higher numbers than we would ideally like. But last time we saw him, he was superb. Tony Gonsolin, let's go with that, is their starting pitcher. Now, he has a good record going this year. In fact, a better record than Alcantara, 6 and 3, ERA of 3.31, a whip of 1.37. So that suggests no matter what the scouts say, that they win the pitching matchup. And yeah, it's going to be a tough game, but can we sweep them at home and draw level at the top of the division? So welcome back to Wrigley. It will be Tommy Edman to lead them off. Now, we had Tommy at the Tigers, I think it was. It wasn't here, was it? I'm pretty sure it was the Tigers. So let's hope he doesn't come back to haunt us, although different game, different series, so he doesn't know he was with us. But yeah, let's see what Alcantara can do. 1-1 pitch, ground ball, should be easily out at first. It is 4-1 away. It'll bring up number 2 man Taylor, Braden Taylor. He is batting .202 this season. First pitch swing, and that is straight to Petey Crow. Oh no, it's not. It's in front of him. Pete, move, mate. You got the cement shoes on today. So it's a 1-out single. He looked like he was camped underneath it, didn't he? Jordan Walker comes in for them, batting .328. Another first pitch swing. And this one is a double play ball. Bregman to Namala, over to Vlad, and that will do it for the top of the first. Excellent work there from our infield. So Petey Crow to lead us off, batting .225 this season, a 1-1 pitch. I sort of persist with him at the top of the order because he is very quick. He's got a very good record stealing bases, so that's why I persist with him at the top, but he's definitely a little bit off what we would ideally like him to be this season as the infield flies that one up. In comes Bregman, batting .255. He has got his 900th career RBI since we last saw you. But the 0-1 pitch there will land in right field's glove for 2 away. Bringing up Vlad, who has got his 500th career Cubs hit. It's a 1-2 pitch. Is his poor form going to continue? No, it doesn't look like it is, because Vlad has sent that into the fans and given us a lead in the bottom of the first. 396 feet. I was expecting a strikeout, but Vladdy has come up big for us there and given us a lead. In comes McQuaid, batting .305 this season. An 0-2 pitch. And he gets hit. Looked a little bit unnecessary, didn't it? Brennan Davis now, who is batting .276. It's a 1-2 pitch. Brennan Davis into center field, but he will be caught. And that will do it for the first. Thanks to Vlad, we have a 1-run lead. Arenado, the Colorado Snake, is joining us. That goes all the way back to our Rocky series. And, well, he's not endearing himself to me with that one, as he absolutely crushes the first pitch. And we are back to 1-1. They surely have an order to swing at the first pitch from Mr. Sandy Alcantara here. And he did not miss. 400 feet. Brett Beatty comes in, batting .152 this season. Season. He takes an 0-1 pitch into right field. Brennan Davis is there. That will be 1 away. In comes Lars Nutbar, one of my favourite names ever. Batting .267, a 2-2 pitch, and a ball into left field, and Ponce is there. He cannot make a catch, though, and that is a 1-out single. In comes Tyler O'Neill, batting .257, a 1-2 pitch, and a ground ball that could be a double play. It's not. We just get the man at first, so that is 2 away for Rapazzo, who is batting .308, an 0-1 pitch, 2 out, runner at second. That is into center field. Petey Crow looks like he's there. He is, and that'll end the second, top of the second, but not before the Colorado Snake draws them level even, and Ponce de Leon, anyway, we'll have to go EPDL, and you can't even abbreviate his name, it's too confusing. Anyway, it's a 1-2 pitch, and he has popped that up into left field, and De Leon will be out for that. In comes Ballesteros, batting .233. It is a first pitch swing. And Ballesteros pops it up into left field. That'll be 2 away. It'll bring in Namala, who is finding his feet in Major League Baseball. He's batting .253 this season. It is a 2-2 pitch. And he strikes out to end the second. So tied at 1. Into the third we go. Kono is going to lead them off, batting .205. Not even going to attempt that first name, as he swings at strike 3. Gets away from the catcher, and he will be at first. Excellent. You love a strikeout being at first base. I don't know if I've told this story before, but I used to play baseball when I was growing up. That was sort of the sport I played as a kid. I once struck out and scored a strikeout home run. It was probably the funniest thing that's ever happened. They tried to throw me out at first. It went out here somewhere. So I went to second. I think I was going to third because it was literally out here somewhere. I went to throw to third. Third base missed it and I scored. Yeah, hilarious stuff. Sort of thing you can only really get in kids baseball, isn't it? But yeah, home run from a strikeout. I don't know how they score that, but anyway, it was funny. All right, so there we go. That is top of the third done. They are still tied. No runs there for them. Kevin Maid will come in, the 0-2 pitch. I don't know what's happened to Kevin Maid's bat. I mean, he was our leadoff man for a few seasons there, and he's just forgotten how to bat. He's 185 batting this season now. In comes Petey Crow, 0 for 1 today. It's a 1-0 pitch. And Petey Crow grounds it to the second baseman. That will be 2 away. And it is Bregman who is 0 for 1 coming in now. Another 0-2 pitch. And Bregman has not missed that. Absolutely smacked the cover off it. It is gone. It is his 8th of the season. He's 404 feet. They're going up in 4-foot increments. Vlad was 396, 400 for the Snake, and 404. Next home run, 408 feet. So congratulations to Bregman on a nice little career milestone, 250 home runs. In comes Vlad, who hit a home run last time up, of course. A 1-2 pitch, 2 out, no one on, and Vlad grounds it to the shortstop, and that will end the inning, but we end the third with a 2-1 lead. It is the Snake to face Arenado. It is a 2-2 pitch, and it is a ground ball. Maid has it over to first, 1 away. In now will come Bate, who is 0 for 1, a 1-2 pitch, and rips it through the right side of the infield for a 1-out single, which is not what we wanted to see. Lars Nukbar, who is 1 for 1. First pitch swing. He has popped that up. Davis is there. Runner, I'm assuming, will go back to first. That'll be 2 away for Tyler O'Neill, who's 0 for 1. A 2-1 pitch, a ground ball, out at second. Would have been a double play if we needed it, and that'll do it for the top of the fourth. We will go and bat with McQuaid to lead us off. He got hit first time around. It is a 3-1 pitch. And McQuaid slices one down that left field line for at least a double. And he slides into second for indeed a leadoff double. So he continues to have a magnificent record against this pitcher. And it'll bring Brennan Davis in now, who is 0 for 1. A 1-2 pitch. We seem to be taking the count to 2 pitches, and they are swinging at the first pitch a lot. With complete opposite ideas of how to compose an at-bat here. De Leon with a 1-2 pitch. He grounds it to second. McQuaid will go to third with 2 down. And it'll be Ballesteros to try and extend this lead. He is 0 for 1 today. A 2-2 pitch, and Ballesteros to the second baseman. And that will be the end of the fourth. It is still 2-1. It will be Rapazzo coming in to face Alcantara. It is a 1-2 pitch. And it is into the gap of right centre field for a leadoff double. Hopefully nothing more than that as Davis gets it in. But, yeah, tying run is in scoring position. And Kono comes up, who is 0 for 1. First pitch swing. He looks to lay down a bunt. Out from behind the plate comes Ballesteros. Catches it 1 away, and Edmund comes in 0 for 1 today. It is a 1-1 pitch. Edmund into the left centre field gap. That will tie the game. And Alcantara continues, for someone who's on so much money, to be a little bit disappointing, doesn't he? I say that. I mean, he hit a pitch to a shutout last time we saw him. But anyway, 2-1. Braden Taylor comes in now. First pitch swing. He pops it up. Petey Crow is there. That'll be 2 away. Runner will go back to second. And it is Jordan Walker, who is 0 for 2. A 2-1 pitch. That is popped up as well. De Leon is there, makes the catch, ends the inning, but we are tied at 2 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Namala to lead us off. He is 0 for 1 today. An 0-1 pitch. Namala pops it up, and that will be 1 away. It'll bring Kevin Maid up. Now, I meant to mention his last at bat. He's got 100 career doubles. When I was asking what is wrong with him, he is 0 for 1. And a 2-0 pitch is into centre field. It is into the gap in centre field. And Kevin Maid has 101 doubles now. Well, well, well. Just need a little bit of criticism, perhaps. And that is go-ahead run in scoring position for Petey Crow, who is 0 for 2. An 0-2 pitch. Forgets to swing. That is 2 away. Can Bregman, who hit a home run last time up, do something similar? He takes the full count pitch into centre field. It drops in. Kevin Maid will come around. Kevin Maid will score on the RBI single from Bregman. It is now 3-2. We go back in front. And it is Vlad who is 1 for 2 with a home run already today. And Bregman's being caught looking. And that will end the 5th. The snake comes in. He is 1 for 2 with that home run. A 1-2 pitch. And that is into right field. Brennan Davis is there, but cannot do anything to prevent the single. So leadoff man aboard for Batty, who is 1 for 2. First pitch, straight up. I saw on, it was probably a while ago now, but there was one like that where Vlad was at first and he dropped it on purpose, and then they got a double play. I thought it was always an infield fly if there was a runner on base. Have they changed the rule to that, or I don't know? 'Cause, I mean, it's professional sport and all that. Like, you know, well done, Vlad. He's thinking, and I don't have a problem with it from that point of view if that's the rules. But surely that rule is a little bit broken if that is the case. All right, Sandy Alcantara now to face O'Neill, who's 0 for 2. Yeah, but if someone can explain that to me, if you remember the specific play, I know we've got a couple of Blue Jays fans that watch, they will probably remember it. I may have even been in Canada at the time when I saw it. That's the only time I would have seen the highlights, so it must have been. So it is a few weeks ago now. But anyway, speaking of Vlad, he leads us off. And, oh, I tell you what, that's his second home run of the game. Absolutely crushed. Is it 408 feet? Is the streak alive? It is 406. Oh, Vlad, you've hit it too far, man. He's broken our streak, but it is 4-2. And, yeah, very, very nicely done indeed. In comes McQuaid, who is 1 for 1. It's an 0-2 pitch. And McQuaid has ripped it through the right side of the infield. He continues. That's going to be 10 for 12 against this pitcher now. A stunning record. Davis, who is 0 for 2. A 2-2 pitch. Davis sends it into deep outfield territory, and Brennan Davis has hit a home run. It is now 6-2 and 425 feet. We are still getting further and further away. But the old 4-foot increment is done, and finally that will do it. Trevor Stephan will come on now. We've had him at some point. That name sounds familiar. And Ponce de Leon will be the man at the plate. He's going to have a first pitch swing. And De Leon has hit it into deep outfield territory. It finds the wall on the full on this occasion, and De Leon has himself a double. So we have a runner at second, no one out, already 3 runs across the plate, and Ballesteros coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 today. It's a 0-1 pitch. Ballesteros into center field. That's going to drop in, I think. Go, De Leon. I don't think he'll be able to score on that, no. But runners at the corners now with no one out. Namala at the plate, who's 0 for 2. A 1-0 pitch. Namala, is that going to be deep enough to score? De Leon from third. We're going to try, and he is going to get there. So a sac fly makes 7 across the plate. Now 4 in this inning, 1 away, and Kevin May to the plate, who is 1 for 2. A 3-1 pitch. Kevin May, that could be double play. 1 and 2. It ends the inning. But 4 runs. We have blown out to a 5-run lead all of a sudden. We go to the top of the 7th. Alcantara will face Raposo, who is 1 for 2. And it is a 1-1 pitch. And it is a ground ball. Bregman, it was sharply hit. Bregman couldn't handle it. It'll be an error. It says it was a makeable play. I mean, it looked sharply hit to me. But anyway, it's Kono coming up now with the runner at first and no one out. A 1-2 pitch. And has a chance now to make up for the error with a double play. Well done, Bregman. And that is 2 down. No one on for Tommy Edman, who is 1 for 2. It's a full count. 2 out. And that is into the outfield. It's not going to be playable for Petey Crow, so it's going to be a 2-out double. He's going for third. No, he's not. He thinks better of it. And it is a 2-out double. In comes Taylor, who is 1 for 3. It is a 2-1 pitch. And it is going to be a run across the plate against Alcantara. It's going to be a 2-out double, RBI double. And it is now 7-3. Which brings us into Grand Slam heartbreak territory. Jordan Walker. You know you've been bitten by your bullpen a lot of times when you get a 4-run lead and you just think, Grand Slam's going to ruin this for me. It is a 4-pitch walk. Alcantara continues to the snake, who is 2 for 3. He strikes out, and we stretch. That was a little bit tense, that in there, wasn't it? But we stretch with a 4-run lead, 7-3. Alright, welcome back. It is still Stephan on the mound. It is Petey Crow at the plate. He is 0 for 3. And maybe needs to go back down the order after this one. That could be an infield hit. It's a little fumble. Is it going to be an infield hit or is it an error? It is an infield single, so well done, Petey Crow. In comes Bregman, who has 1 home run, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, first pitch swing. There goes Petey Crow. As I said before, excellent base runner. And that is stolen base number 11 for him this season. Let's see if Bregman can drive him in. It's a 1-0 pitch. Bregman into center field. It is dropping in now. Have we had to hold him? We have. But runners at the corners, no one out. Bregman has another hit. Vlad comes to the plate. 2 home runs already for him today. Can he get a third? It's a 3-1 pitch. And Vlad walks to load the bases for William McQuaid. Now, he's not got his puppet on the mound. He's got somebody else now. He's 2 for 2 today, though. Full count. And he walks in a run. So it is 8-3. Still loaded bases. Still no one out. And Rowan Wick. He's a Canadian, I think, isn't he? Because we had him at our Canadian Jays. And Brennan Davis at the plate, who has 1 home run today already. It is a 3-0 pitch. Is this going to be another run walked in? Yes, it is. I mean, this is the team that's ahead of us in the division. It is now 9-3. And De Leon will come up. He is 1 for 3. Another 3-1. If they walk in another one, I'm going to rip my hair out for the other managers. But De Leon pops that up. It'll be caught in foul territory for 1 away. Still loaded bases. And Ballesteros comes up 1 for 3 today. First pitch swing. Ballesteros into center field. It's going to be caught. Is it deep enough to drive in our 10th run? It looks as though it might be. It is. They don't even try for the play. Vlad comes across the plate. It is 10-3 now. It'll be an RBI for Ballesteros. And we are pinch hitting. Ramirez will come in for Namala. Ramirez batting .270 this season in a slump. So a good opportunity to get him out of that as he slices one through the left side of the infield. Is it going to drive in a run? It looks like it is. It's an RBI single. It is now 11-3. For the second inning in a row, we have scored 4. And it is Kevin Maid to the plate with 2 away. A full count. Kevin Maid, is that going to drop in? Kevin Maid is getting in on the act now. It's going to drive in another run. It is now 12-3. Kevin Maid with an RBI single. And it is Petey Crow. We have batted around. He is 1 for 4 today. A 1-0 pitch. Petey Crow into right field. He's robbed. He's robbed. But an excellent bottom of the 7th. We have scored 9 runs in the last 2 innings. Blown the game wide apart. And Christian Scott will come onto the mound to pitch. It'll be Batty to the plate. He is 1 for 3. And Christian Scott, one of those guys that could be in the starting rotation, could be coming out of the bullpen, and he's injured himself after a strikeout. So we will now see Oliver Santos, one of the youngsters. He was a rookie last year. He has an ERA of 2.15 so far this year. It is a 2-2 pitch. Nootbaar is at the plate. Santos with a strikeout. So that is 2 away. Hopefully the injury to Scott isn't too serious. The last thing we need is the guys that are doing a good job for us to get injured. But we've struck out the side there. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Bregman, who is 3 for 4. I never thought we'd see the day Bregman looked like he could play baseball. A 2-1 pitch. Bregman, he has a 4-hit day as he leads us off with a single. In now will come Vlad, who is 2 for 3 with 2 home runs. It's a first pitch swing. Vlad has hit into a double play. He loves himself, the golden anchor, doesn't he, Vlad? That is, so 2 out, no one on for McQuaid. He is 2 for 2. It is a 2-0 pitch. What will McQuaid do with it? He will ground it to the third baseman, and that'll do it for the 8th. Outrageous, we haven't scored any runs there. We go to the 9th. Santos will hopefully close this out. Raposo at the plate. He is 1 for 3. Ollie Santos has got a pop-up. It'll be caught by, is it going to be Vlad? Nope, it'll be the second baseman. I'm assuming Ramirez has gone in defensively to second base. He has. So Kono now, who is 0 for 3. It is a 1-0. It is, again, straight up. Again, it's going to be catching practice for Ramirez. And that will be 2 away. And it brings Tommy Edman up. They're down to their final out. He is 2 for 3 today. It's a 2-2 pitch. Can we finish it in style? Yes, we can. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the best team in baseball just there, I believe. And we have dismantled them 12-3. So they were the best team in baseball, I think. That now goes to the Braves. But we are half a game back, and it looks like we have a game in hand. So, yeah, we are. It's in our hands now if we go level with them or not. So, yeah, very, very... Oh, McQuaid's gone back up into the top 3 of on-base slug thingy now as well. Now, that injury to Christian Scott, it's a 2-weeker. It's elbow tendonitis. So we'll have to have a think about what we do with him or who comes in to replace him. We've still got Liberatore kicking around. I wonder if he could do a job. He doesn't really have the move. But anyway, I'll look at this later. Oh, you know who I wanted to bring in was this guy because we traded for him. I wanted to have a look at him and see what he could do. So Herschel Murals can come in and be the long reliever. That works for me. But yeah, that will do it for today. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We are absolutely flying right now. This new manager is... well, just a reincarnation of Christ, I think. So we'll be back after the All-Star game to face or to host my New York Mets. They always seem to beat us, don't they? The only time I get to watch the Mets win is when they're playing against my team now at the Park Baseball. But anyway, that's what we'll come back for. I'll see you for that. We should have a few All-Stars this year as well, I would imagine, because we are flying. Take care.